Okay, all right, there we go. Okay, leaders, thank you so much for tuning in, and we are here for JBank. All right, so what is JBank? Before we talk about JBank, there's a company there's an exchange which allowed us to have access to this JBank opportunity which we have, and the exchange itself is called Ju.com. So JBank, what is JBank? JBank is a decentralized on-chain banking protocol powered by Ju Exchange. All right, powered by Ju Exchange. And the contract was launched already since last year, and then it's been 6 months that this have been going on, and this is on Ju Chain. All right, if you don't know what is Ju Chain, but before we talk about Ju Chain, we need to talk about Ju.com, which is a 13 years old exchange, all right, which launched in 2013. All right, they rebranded themselves from JuCoin to Ju.com, and now they have launched since last year, May 1st, all right, they launched their own blockchain layer one, all right, chain, same as Binance Smart Chain, right? Binance got its own chain, which they call Binance Smart Chain, and Ju.com, they have created their own chain as well, which they call Ju Chain. All right, so if we talk about Ju.com itself, right, they've been part of so many Token 2049 events which happen, and they also part in 2025. They've been the platinum sponsors of Token 2049. All right, and you can see all of these are the events where they've been through in the past. And what the exchange we're talking about here, it's one of the biggest exchange, right, as you can see here. Right, in 2025, they've been there as well in Singapore. Right, the first one was in Dubai, in Singapore, and this year there's also other events which are coming for Token 49, which are coming in October, all right, this year, all right, and also another one which is happening in Dubai next year as well. All right, so all of this is just to show you that this JBank protocol is powered by one of the most successful and powerful exchange you can ever seen, right? So Ju.com exchange, as you can see, they have over 55 million registered users, all right, and they have an active daily users of 1 million plus, and it's already over 35 countries. And for us here in Africa, I can say this is actually coming here like just now, since we actually got introduced to Ju.com. All right, we didn't even know about this exchange, but if you look at this exchange have been launched already since 2013, before even Binance exchange, right? But Binance is big, of course, but what makes Binance to be too big is the Binance Smart Chain, because a lot of people are interacting with the chain, right? Creating projects, creating so many things, and that's what made Binance to be so powerful. Now, Ju.com, they understand the game, and they said, no, you know what, we need to also create our own chain. So if you look at the average daily trading, right, volume on Ju.com, you're looking at 3 billions to 5 billions, or at a total trading volume of $50 billion, right? And Ju.com, as you can see, we said it was launched or founded since 2013. All right, one of the first crypto trading platform. All right, in 2017, it ranked #1 worldwide in trading volume, and in 2020 they have received the mass exemption approval, which is amazing. 2024, they've been transforming themselves. All right, the rebranding and all of that. Right, 2025. Revolutions, they actually expanded themselves globally, all right, with sponsorship in Dubai, Singapore, and they also launched the Ju Chain Layer 1 mainnet, all right, and fully rebranded themselves to Ju.com, from JuCoin to Ju.com. All right, so this is the exchange, and this you can go to CoinMarketCap and go and have a look at this. This is real. You will see that this is the volume which they have, trading volume per day, and also the total assets which they have right now on the exchange. You can go to CoinMarketCap. All right, I think I can try and do that. I'm not sure if I'm still sharing my screen. All right, if you go to, no, I don't have it here. CoinMarketCap. If we go to CoinMarketCap, you go to CoinMarketCap, and then you go search for Jew.com. All right, this is the page on CoinMarketCap. Right, so you can go on Jew.com, and then you can see how much they actually having in trading volume for the past 24 hours, and how much asset they have on the exchange itself. And you can see how much BTC they have, how much USDT which they have on the exchange. So all of this is only to show you that we are at the right time, right opportunity, and we've been powered by one of the biggest, right, if I can say, exchange which is backing up this JBank of us. All right, JuChain. On JuChain, all right, if you look at Binance Smart Chain, they have over 400 millions active wallets on Binance Smart Chain, but JuChain only have 4.4 millions, right? Sorry, my things is acting up today. All right, and you look at the daily trading volume of 150 to 600K volume trading on JuChain itself. All right, so for me, this is actually a very good opportunity because we're finding ourselves on the next Binance, if I need to call it that way, because the more people are using JuChain, the higher the price of Ju token is going to increase. All right, so they also have their own Web3 wallets, which you can actually download the Ju.com app, and you have even they exchange even the Web3 wallet within one wallet, which is totally amazing. All right, so now we're getting to the juices. What is JBank? JBank is a decentralized Web3 self-custody banking protocol launched by Ju Exchange, right? And if you look at this, you can go to their official Twitter and then go and check. You can see that this have been launched there, and they also published there, as you can see right here. All right, let me just double check here. Did you share screen? Yes, I did share my screen, and it shows that I am sharing my screen. I'm not sure if you can see it. If you can see, please let me know. Otherwise, I am sharing my screen. Okay, I can't see. All right, so let me stop sharing, and then I'm gonna share again. Okay. Stop sharing. All right, and then I'm gonna try and share again my screen, or I can try and share. All right, share screen. Can you see my screen now?
We can't see your screen, my leader. We're still on Teams on your side.
All right.
It's showing Teams.
I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening and why you can see my screen, but let me try again. All right, so I can share my browser to make it easier. Window screen. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see it now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did not even know that you are not seeing the screen while I've been doing this presentation. All right, so these are the things which happen when you using some of these technologies which we have, right? You just have to adapt and appreciate whatever which we have, which is allowing us, by the way, to access this and communicate with each other. All right, thank you so much for letting me know. I truly appreciate. Okay, so I was talking about what is JBank, since everyone can see my screen now. JBank is a decentralized Web3 custody banking protocol launched by Ju.com. All right, and okay, all right, so okay, so all right, apologies for that. Okay, so when you look at JBank, all right, JBank, they also have their own token, which they call JUP, all right, which is JBank plus payments, and also they also have their own. They actually launched their own business card, right? Which they're going to be. They already introduced, and some of the leaders they actually have access to it already. And from our team, right? So Blockchain Kojo is our own top sponsor. Is still waiting for his, but he already ordered. And it takes about 3 days for people who are already in that side of Japan, China, Malaysia. It doesn't take long, but if you're outside of that area, it takes about 2 weeks, all right, to finally get your card, all right? So now this is actually the cards which we're talking about. Looking at JBank plus GetPay Finance, all right? This is a business card, right? It's not a prepaid card, but it's a business card, which is exclusive for JBank members only, and exclusive partnership with GetPay. And then you can deposit USDT on TRC20, BP20, or ERC20 and make payments using your dollars, which you can have on your account or which you can have on your bank card. All right. It's also have lower transaction fees in the market. And with the JBank card, you can pay anywhere, anytime, right? And this allow you to, right, escape SARS, if I may say so. But right, we, as much as we love paying taxes, right, but most people they prefer, right, to pay less on tax, all right, because that's why you find a lot of people they find themselves living, going all of them to Dubai, because in Dubai you don't pay taxes, all right. So that's why a lot of crypto enthusiasts they're leaving their own countries, and most of them they go and stay in Qatar. All right, Qatar, Dubai, that side is actually tax-free on your crypto, which is amazing. All right, so as you can see, this is a Swift code for Get Investment Bank. All right, and you can do your own research. And for us, we know already this bank. All right, and so on. All right, so the Visa card itself, right, you can recharge it with USDT, as we said, BP20. And if you have less than $200 on that card, then you're going to be paying $2 in fees, all right? But you have 200 and more, you pay 1%, all right? And if you're using TRC20, all right, you're looking at $4 in fees, all right, because TRC20 is quite expensive at the moment. All right, the transaction fees on your cards, when you swap, you pay 1.5%. At ATM withdrawals, 1.5, and you also have a monthly fee of $1 onto this card. All right, these cards, of course, each and every cards which you can have, there's some limits which you need to know about. Like on this one, you have transaction fees are limited to 20K. All right, the daily limit is per card is about $500,000, and also a monthly accumulative limit of 1 million. All right. All right, so now we're going to JUP, which is JBank plus payment token. Also, this is the staking token of JBank Decentralized Finance. This is a token me and you are using to actually stake and make passive income out of it. All right, this is the symbol of it, JUP, and this is the contract address, which you can, if you don't have it on your wallet, you can add using the contract address on your MetaMask or Trust wallet, right, or any wallet which you're using. And also the contract itself, all right, is actually an Olympus DAO model, which we're using, which they've tried and balance and improve so that this can be more sustainable compared to other Olympic DAO model, which we can see out there. Or as we can see the JUP here on the explore scan on Ju chain. All right, I'm going to skip this, and then I'm going to skip this as well, because this explains how the smart contract works and how the token distribution is actually going on the JBank ecosystem itself. All right, so now with this opportunity, you can make up to 57% per annum, all right, with the auto compounding feature which they have. So you stake JUP to automatically receive compounding profits every 8 hours. So every 8 hours we're getting paid, all right, depending on how much you actually stake yourself and which contracts you actually get yourself into. So for example, if you can yield 0.1 up to 0.3% per 8 hours, right? And yeah, the next one is how to join JBank, right? You can swap your JUP tokens and stake it immediately. Then you start earning, you start receiving your daily profits every single day. All right, so how can you make money and how much can you earn? All right, this is the staking contracts which we have. All right, 365 days contract, 180 days, and we have a flexible contract, no lock. All right, I'm going to explain this just now. So I'm going to start with the 365 days contract. So on this contract here, you earn 0.3% every 8 hours, right? And which give you a 1% or 0.9% on a daily basis, right? And in a monthly basis, you're looking at 30 or almost 31% monthly returns and 404 percent in 6 months, which is you're looking at 4x your money in 6 months, and you can look at 25x your funds in a yearly basis points. All right, when you look at the auto compounding features which they have. All right, 180 days. You lock your JUP tokens for 180 days. Then you make 0.2% every 8 hours, 0.6% per day. All right. And I got somebody who asked me a question to know what happened after 180 days or 365 days. On 181 day, all right, your contract is going to expire. When the contract expires, then you on 181 day, your JUP tokens will be available for you to withdraw. If you decide to withdraw them, you can withdraw and sell them. It's all up to you what you would like to do with them. Or if you want to restake them, you can restake it and continue earning. All right, and we have a flexible contract, which is a no lock. Here you earn very less. Of course, you earn less because your funds are not locked. So meaning you can access them anytime. So, but you earn 0.1% every 8 hours, or at 0.3% every day. Okay. When you look at this contract, you can stake now, and then in few minutes later, you are like, no, I'm not going to go for this. I'm going to exit. You can withdraw your JUP tokens and sell them if you would like to do so. All right, so this is the rebase paid time zone. All right, so where every 8 hours we're getting paid. So for us, we're finding ourselves in Central Europe / Africa. So every 6 p.m. we're getting paid. Every 2 a.m. we're getting paid. And at 10 a.m. in the morning, we're getting paid. So this is the time where we're receiving our dividends or our profits of JUP every single day. All right, the withdrawals, we need to mention this because this is very important. Sorry, I just need to check the charts. Maybe there's some questions. All right, all good. All right, so the withdrawal of profit. So we need to understand this. All right, this is what is very, very important about this staking protocol here is the withdrawals, right? This is where they nailed the Olympus DAO model, because all these other models, they never have this kind of features in, and that did not make it sustainable. All right, this is what makes this sustainable. And for myself, when I look at this, when I saw this, I could see something which is here for long term. They did not think about something which can just collapse overnight. All right, they had to make sure that they crack the system so that this can go for many, many days. All right, which can go for many, many days, and this can be more sustainable for every single one of us. So now this is how the withdrawal is actually working. When you stake yourself, right, and you have earned some of the JUP and it's ready for collection, or we're ready for withdrawal. And if you decide to withdraw, you have 20 days release mechanism here. And we also have a 25% burning mechanism here, which I'm going to explain just now. So now, if you decide to withdraw in a space of 180 days, then you're not going to be paid to be burning some of this token. I will not see anyone to choose this 180 days because it's too long, but 20 days at least, understandable. So your withdrawals, which you would like to make, all right, they're going to split it in pieces. Then you receive dividends every single day. And I'm going to show you also from my account what I did yesterday, the withdrawal we were testing, and then I'll show you how it works. All right, so now, oh my God. So this sent me back very, very far. Okay. My mouse is acting up. All right, so now when you want to withdraw, you will be charged with 25% tax. All right, on that tax, 50% of those JUP tokens are going to be burnt, and 50% is allocated to the ecosystem. So meaning 50% stays in the contract, all right, to have enough funds for anyone who would like to withdraw after you. So let's say you want to withdraw 1,000 JUP tokens, right? Then you are being charged with 25%, so meaning 250 tokens, all right? Those 250 tokens are going to be burnt. So how is it going to be burnt? You're going to receive 750 back to you, but the 250 is going to be divided by 2 as well, meaning it's going to be 125, which is going to be burnt, removed from the circulation so that the price of JUP remain constant, right? It doesn't kill the price of JUP tokens. And also the 50%, meaning 125 JUP tokens stays in the contract, right? So that's how it works. We need to make sure that people, they understand this, all right? And you don't look at this as something which is long-term. The reason why they've done this, because they don't want people to have all the tokens at once and then you go sell and then you dump the price of the token, all right? They're trying to preserve the price of the token itself. So here they gave us an example, all right? So withdrawing profits, 20 days, burning 25% of JUP. So let's say you have $10,000, right, on your staking, which is 30% per month, which is going to give you $3,000 worth of JUP tokens, right? Now, on that 3,000, instead of you withdrawing all, 25% is going to be burning. So you remain with 2,250, right, worth of JUP tokens. Now, 2,250, right? This is going to be slashed in pieces in 20 days. So meaning every day you receive 112.5, right, tokens every single day. If you decide to withdraw, you can withdraw daily, or if you decide to keep it and wait until day 20, you can do that as well. Then you receive all the full balance. All right, so why should you choose, all right, JBank? All right, first of all, this is backed by a trusted exchange, all right, and JBank is the only Olympus DAO project fully backed by an actual exchange, all right, a 13 years old exchange providing long-term foundation, trust, transparency, and also long-term sustainability, right? The second option, why should you choose JBank? You're looking at you earning, all right, from your staking. You stake your JUP tokens and you earn dividends every single 8 hours, all right, as long as there is a rebase. And remember, all of this is decentralized. It's on a smart contract, all right. There's no middleman. Even Jew.com themselves, they can just come and say, or you know what, we're not going to be paying you for the next hour. No, as long as the contract is there, that's how it was designed. It will continue to run the way it was designed. There's no way they can come and pause that. So every 8 hours, you get paid your dividends. All right, JUP, which is the JBank Plus payments token, which we are using. And this token currently we're just using it for staking, but they have a plan for this token for the future. They want to use this token in the future as well in the Jew ecosystem to drive real use of it, real demand and long-term value. All right. For us, we are actually very early. We are the earliest participants into the JBank, which is putting us on the center of this protocol, right? So low entry, that is option number 4, low entry for global opportunities. You only start with 5 JUP, which is currently at the price of almost $50. All right, then you can unlock, all right, up to V10 plus on the ranking structures, right? If you decide to share this opportunity, then you unlock all the levels compared to other projects we've been in the past, where it will require you to have more like a $5,000 staking for you to unlock some of the ranking levels. But here you can unlock it just with 5 JUP. All right. All right. Let me talk now about the compensation plan. All right. This is what makes this very, very important, and especially for us who are building teams, who are networkers. All right. If you are in network marketing, all right, this is where it's becoming more interesting for us. All right. And then we are here to expand our community. And I'm so grateful that this opportunity came at the right time, whereby we've been finding ourselves on some troubles and all of that. But this came to a time where we are working as a team so that every single person and everyone can actually win into these opportunities. All right. I see other leaders are having issues with teams. We're going to have to compromise. All right. For me, I find it easier. I'm sorry, leaders. Find it easier to use Team compared to Zoom, because Zoom, you are limited. All right. But here, you are not limited. When you pay a subscription, you only pay to be able to record, right? And you can spend more hours on here. But on Zoom, you pay a subscription, but you are limited to only 100 people, and that's it. All right. Now, how do we create a stable, consistent, and long-term income with JBank? All right, so we have 3 types of commissions here. The first one is the direct commission. All right, direct level commission. All right, so you receive 10% direct on your first, on your directs. Right, everyone you register with your link directly, you receive 10% on their profit every 8 hours. When they get paid, you also get paid. That's how it works, right? And then you also have the second option is the uni-level profit sharing. You receive profit sharing the entire organization based on your rank with unlimited levels, right? And you also have option 3, which is the same rank bonus, all right? When an upline and a downlines are on the same rank, you receive a 10% rank bonus, which is granted. And remember, we're not only having these 3 income, but we actually leave aside our staking. Our staking are still going to be producing for us, all right? It's just the way they have actually make it different, or they split it, is because that contract which you have for staking will continue to make or to produce for you, to earn for you until the contract ends. It has nothing to do with your commissions side of it, but I'm going to explain why that is also important when it comes to your commission on the next slides, which are coming. All right. First of all, account activations, and users must stake a minimum of 5 JUP, which is equivalent to $50 to activate the commission. So you can decide to build your team without even putting that 5 JUP tokens. But remember, you won't receive any commission. All right. For you to start receiving commissions, you need to have an active staking plan for a minimum of 5 JUP. Then you unlock this unlimited commission step under a single line structure, and then up to a certain level, it's going to be changing. It's not going to be unilevel, then it will change to binary, and we're going to talk about that just now. All right, so a commission cap, we have an active income cap at 4x of your staking amount, and it will require JUP burning to continue. So meaning this, explaining this is, if you earn your commissions, which is more than what you actually stake yourself, all right, it's allowing you, the contract allow you only for 4 times, all right, your staking amounts. And if you want to continue, you need to put more money into the system so that you can continue to earn. I like these features because, all right, so top leaders cannot just be draining the system, but they need to put money back to allow this to be more sustainable. All right, commission payout. All right, commissions are paid every 8 hours. All right, easy ranking qualifications. One team qualifies you from to rank up to V4. All right, with new community leaders. So you can rank up in a straight line, single line, up to V4. And on our team, we are doing it amazingly well. And I know that we have a lot of V1s already in the team. And I hope that everyone can come and show us their progress. That will be much appreciated. All right, so now the commission summary. All right, this is where things become more juices, right? Because this is where this is the compensation plan. This is how we're making money here on JBank. All right, so I was just checking the chat in case if we have some comments here. All right. Okay, so this is what makes this to be very, very interesting, right? The commission summary. All right, first of all, we have an option here to unlock, all right, with 5 JUP, you activate 5 JUP, you unlock, all right, all of this, right, with only 50 bucks, all right, so you can be able to unlock all of these opportunities here. You unlock all these ranks here from rank from V1 all the way up to V10 just by putting 5 JUP only. You can be able to unlock all of that just by putting 5 JUP tokens. All right, you unlock all of this all the way up to V10 plus. All right, so you have an opportunity to build yourself up to V10. Now, everyone who have an account, you activate yourself, we all V0. All right, you all V0. And from there, you start sharing the opportunity with your friends, then with other leaders as well. Then if you reach 200 JUP tokens, all right, as a total sales or total team staking volume on your team, which is equivalent to $2,000, right, with only one direct, as you can see here, then you can start earning a 10% commission, right, for your entire profit sharing from your team. And remember, from all your directs, you also earning a 10% every single time they're getting paid. You get also 10% from your direct, right? And now, because you have unlocked V1, then you start making another extra 10% from your entire team. It doesn't matter which generation they find themselves into, right? It can be up to 1,000 down the line. Then you make 10% from profit sharing from your entire team. Now, for you to become a V2, it requires you to have 1,000 JUP, right, which is about $10,000 in sales. And with only one direct, then you're able to earn 20% from your team. Remember, you're also making 10% from your direct every single time they're getting paid. All right. So this goes on and on. All right. If we find ourselves on, for you to become a V3, right, you need 2,000 JUP tokens for your entire team. And this is equivalent to $20,000. All right. Then you start making 30% from your profit sharing from your entire team. All right, V4, all right, you start 6,000 JUP tokens, and this is about $60,000 worth of your entire team volume. Then you start making 40%. Now, So this is where it's very, very interesting for us, is the way we are positioning ourselves. We are able to make to get to V4 easily. Anyone can rank up to V4 if we follow the strategy which we are using for ourselves, right? Anyone, everybody is a winner into this. If we decide to go and work together, and we can all get up to this level, which is V4. And then we're going to explain in the next slide why this is very important. How can everyone actually maximize and make money out of this? So you just need one straight line. All right, you take the link from somebody you refer. All right, when they register themselves, they stake, you take their link, you share to the next person and the next person and the next person. In that way, it's allowing all of us to be in one straight single line, and it's easier for everyone to rank up to V4. Okay, now for you to become a V5, this is where the compensation plan changes, right? Then it require you to have 10,000 JUP tokens as total sales or total staking for your entire team, which is about $100,000, right, from your entire team. Now here, it require you to have, all right, one V4, all right, meaning on your stronger leg, you need one V4, and you're gonna require to have, um, on your smaller leg a V3 on your smaller leg. So in that case, meaning you this is you, then you have now to build a binary structure here. You have your stronger leg here, and now you must start building a second leg where you need a V4 here, all right? And you're gonna need a V3 this side to become V5, all right? For you to become a V5. That's how this works. So, and in that case, you start making 50% from your entire organization. This is how this is done. All right, so we've got a question here. It says, leaders, let's say I already registered, and if I share my link with someone and she decides to buy before me, will I receive profits from her? No, you won't receive any profits because you are not staked. You don't have an active staking account. So if you share your link, they will be part of your organization, but you will not going to be earning any commissions because they are not part. You did not stake yourself. But as soon as you stake yourself, then you start earning from them. So what is going to happen is, because let's say this is you, this is your sponsor, and this is you right here. This one is staked already 5 JUP, right? And you didn't stake, you're on 0, and you refer somebody, right here, and this person put in 10 JUP. So because you did not stake yourself, this person, the commissions will go to the top one, because you did not actually activate your staking, right? Your commission will go to the top one because it jumps you. It's like you are not into the line, right? But as soon as you activate your one, you put your 5 JUP there, then this commission start coming back to you. That's how it works. That's how the contract was designed to work. I hope I've answered your question. All right, and now for you to become a V6, all right, so V5, you start earning 50%. You know, all of this is crazy because this can make you earn, I don't know, crazy money. And then we're going to talk about that a bit later on the next slide, right? So if you become a V6, being a V6, you need 20,000 JUP. You need 20,000 JUP as your total team's sales volume. All right, let's say we are here, and then you find yourself, you have 10,000 people, right, under your team. All of these people, you're going to earn that commissions from them, right? Just because you are a V6. But for you to become a V6, right, which is $200,000, right, then you need to have one V5 and you need one V4 on a smaller leg. So meaning on your smaller leg here, you need to make sure that you build your second leg, right, to create a V1, a V2, a V3, and V4 so that you reach there. So meaning on this one, it's actually a teamwork. You cannot rank up from V5 to V10 plus if you don't work together with your team. It's very important that you help your second leg team to grow so that you can also grow more into this opportunity. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck on V4. All right, you get stuck on V4, but maybe you find yourself, you already have a total volume sales of 200,000 JUP, but you're losing because you're losing 90% from your entire organization because you failed to produce, right? And you actually failed to actually help your team to grow on your second leg. So V7, you need 60,000 JUP, which is $600,000. You need to have a V6 on your stronger leg and then a V5 on a smaller leg. And this goes on and on, 70%, right, 100%, right, from your entire organization. Once you reach V10, right, if you become a V10 plus, there you start making 120%. All right, V10 plus requirements, you need to have two V10s in different legs. On your stronger and your smaller leg, you need to have a V10, all right? Two times different V10 in different legs, right? So plus V10 benefit, you receive 20% team earnings plus 1% share of global staking plus dividends from JBank ecosystem profits, right? So the higher you go, the more you are making. All right, so now they try and explain a scenario here. I tried to explain this already. That is you, all right, and you put in, let's say you come in, all right, so you have two directs, right, then you can earn 10%, right? This one put in 3,000 is earning 3,000 a month, then you can earn $300, right? And this one is making 15,000 a month, you can make 1,500. All right, so this is exactly the same, the unilevel group sharing, which I just explained just now, how we're building ourselves up and the percentages which we are able to make. All right, so give us another scenario here explaining how this works. All right, if you find yourself, you're a V6 and you also have another person in your team who's V5, and then how much percentages you're making compared to, all right, I'll go back here to try and explain this one here so that we understand. Let's say you have a V5 and a V3 in your team, and you also have a V5 again. All of these, let's say they are based on three different teams, right? Not a single team. And then, and for us to explain that is because you are here, you are a V6, all right? Instead of earning 60% from your entire organization, because you have already somebody in your team who's V5, then you're going to earn 10% from whatever which they're making. Them, they're going to earn 50% from the entire organization, and then you make 10% out of it. So that is the difference between you and them. And if in your team you are a V6 and somebody is V2, right? Then meaning you are supposed to be making 60%, but because you already have a V2 there, then you're going to be making 40%, which is going to be the 60% minus the 20, because them also they need to make 20% from their team. So meaning you're going to be making 40% out of this person who's V2. Same applies to all of this. If you have somebody who's V1 and then you make, right, so you're going to earn, since you are V6, meaning you're going to make 50% from their team. That's how this works. All right, so this is the scenario, same thing which they're explaining here, scenario 2 as well, trying to explain. If you don't understand this, please feel free to ask questions so that we can help you understand this as well. So if you find yourself, you have same rank with your upline, all right, there's a 10% which is guaranteed, all right, which you can make from your team, which is amazing. All right, I did ask a question last time when we had the global Zoom call with and also our South African Zoom, which we had with the management. We did ask this question: if somebody, how to rank you, how are you losing your 10% or what's going to happen? They said no, you're still going to earn 10% from the whatever which they're making as the profits from the entire group. All right, so now this is a projection, all right, so monthly income projections whenever you hit these ranks. All right, if you're V1, all right, I know in our team we already have a lot of V1s. All right, you're looking at an estimated $300 to $500 as a monthly income. Right, if you become a V2, you're looking at $500 to $2,000. All right, brackets for where you can actually make. And then V4, V3, it's 2,000 to 500, right? And a V4, it's about 500 to 800. Remember, we're trying to build ourselves on a straight single line right now so that we can reach to this V4. It's easy for everyone to reach V4. All right, from V5 and to go to V10 plus, there we need to build our second legs, right? We need to build our second legs. This is you there, and then you have your team. You need to try and build a second leg. Then you rank up on this second leg to allow you to go to V5 and above, right? So now, if you look at these incomes, this is insane, right? It's insane. If you can make $5,000 every single month, all right, just for you being a V4, right? If we need to do some calculations here and see how much is that, all right? If you look at 5,000, I think leader, there's one of our leader who did the conversions here in rands. That was insane money, right? Which somebody can actually earn this card. All right, so let me, I'm sure if you can still see my screen here. So let's go here. Let's just try and check this South African rands to the dollars. If you can make 5,000 just for being a V4, right? How much is that, right? If you are just a V4 and you're making 5,000 a month, imagine how much money that can be. All right, I'm not sure why this guy is not giving me the conversions. All right, let's say you make $5,000, you're looking about at 83,000 rands, right? Almost 83K a month just for you building this business up and becoming a V4. Okay, I got a question here. Thank you, leaders, for that. You said, is it possible to build leg 2 the same way we are building leg 1 by using our second leg, our second account? Yes, you can do that. That is possible. All right. What I'm doing currently, I am building my second leg and I'm using the same strategy, right? When I reach on my second leg, all right, I take the link from my second leg, I share with somebody, all right. When they register, they send me their link. When I recruit somebody, I put on that second leg. That's how I'm doing it. I'm trying to build my second leg the same way so that I find myself having more. Okay, so let's say you have, you can, with that strategy, you find yourself having more V1s and V2s and V3s on both legs at the same time. It will allow you to grow faster and rank up easily, V5, V6, V7, until V10 plus. All right, but it's up to anyone to decide what they would like to do, all right, on that regard. If you want to have more people who are direct to you, all right, then in that case, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to rank up. You're going to be stuck on V4. All right, but it's easy to actually reach some of these ranks here. If I go back here on the presentation here, if I go back here, if I go back right here, let's say you actually get someone, right? You just create your account today. Let's just give this example that way. So you just start with your account. You create your account. This is you. You are V0, right? And then you share a link with somebody, right? And this person decides to put in 60,000 JUP because they put 6K JUP here. Automatically, you become a V4 without even passing through V2, V3. Automatically, you become a V4. Then you get stuck there. And then you said, you know what? I'm going to recruit my second, I will bid my second leg. And then you recruit someone on your second leg here. Okay, so this person here, they share their link. All right, they bring their other friend who decide to put also 6K. All right, automatically they become V4, right? And yourself, your entire organization here, you have already 12,000 JUP, all right, for your team, okay? But still, you have you have actually a V4 on this side, right? This one will still be at V0, all right? So you have a V4 here, and yourself, you have V4, and you decide to build your second leg. You, by building your second leg, you go and get someone who comes in, and then they also put in 5 JUP, right? And they decide to bring somebody here, and that person says, you know what, I'm going to put in 2,000 JUP. They put 2K here. Automatically, this person becomes V3, right? Then they're still V0 here. And because they have become V3 here, you have a V4 already this side, then you on top here, you become V5. That's how you build. This can happen. It's all about money. If somebody have money, they can rank up quickly. They don't have to build a team and the team link after links and whatsoever. The reason why we're building that, because people are coming with smaller amounts, 5 JUPs, 60, 100. And when all of this, they're piling themselves up, all right, you find yourself, everyone goes in with 5, and then you're going to find yourself that one person here is maybe V0, but along the way on this entire chain, you're going to find people ranking up V1s, V1s, V2s, V2s, until you get somebody who's going to be a V3 into this team. So you're helping your team to grow at the same time, which is very, very nice. Which is very, very nice. All right, so okay, my leader, I've created 2 Web3 wallets accounts, and the seed phrase are the same. Is that how it should be? Yes, that's how it should be, because the seed phrase is the same. You just created a second account on that same specific wallet. Unless if you go and create another one from maybe MetaMask or any other wallet, it will be another different seed phrase. But once you bring it into that one, it becomes one. All right. Yeah, that's how it should be. Even myself, whatever wallet I have extra, you can have multiple wallets, but all of them you're using one seed phrase. So let's say you lose your phone today, and you're going to, when you want to recover your accounts, then once you put in your seed phrase, all your wallets will come back at the same time. You don't need to go and start bringing accounts by accounts, wallet by wallet, if I may say so. Right, does this mean you can make 300 with just $150 and one downline? Yes, it depends. All right, if you have only, let me just give you an example here, how you can make that, right? Let's say you have one direct only, one direct, right? That direct, you only have one person, and this is you. They put you have 5 JUP, and this person comes here and put $2,000 here, 2K. Automatically you become a V1. So remember, when you becoming a V1, you start earning 10% every single time they're earning, and you also earn another 10%, all right, from your entire organization, which is just under this person here, which is 2,000 JUP tokens. You earn 10% from it, and you also earn 10% from their own direct earnings. All right. If you look at that on a month, on a monthly basis, all right, all of those JUP, when they're accumulating themselves, right, it's easy for somebody to actually make that money, because you don't have any other any other person who's V something under you. All right. And remember, for us, when, let me go here. I'm not sure if I'm using the correct slide here. Yes. All right. So you can, it's possible. It's possible, but you just need to build yourself up. So I don't see myself becoming a V1 and then I limit myself, not trying to build myself up to this. All right. The goal here is to go on this chain here, and at least, if you can make at least, I don't want to go exaggerate it, right? And if you can make at least 30,000 a month, $30,000 a month, that is insane. That is insane. You can make, that's crazy money, which you can do so many things with, right? So let's say you have 30,000, which is already almost, it's $500,000 rand. You have that as a monthly salary. But coming from this opportunity, if you don't own a land, I'll recommend you to go buy one and start building your dream house over there. All right. I'm not going to recommend you to go buy a Lamborghini, but I'll tell you, buy a land and build. Whenever you are more sustainable, all right, then you can decide to buy that expensive car. All right. So now, because you have worked so hard, right? You have worked so hard and you want to withdraw your commissions. Remember, first of all, we had the 20 days, the 20 days when you want to withdraw, that is on your staking. Now, because you have worked so hard and you build your team up, all right, the contracts give you your commissions quicker than your staking. So meaning, of course, you will be subject to the 25% fee, all right, which is going to burn fee. But here the release is in 7 days, all right? And you also have the second option is 60 days where you don't pay anything, all right? You have your commissions. If you want to withdraw it, I don't see anyone choosing 60 days. You wait for 60 days for you to receive the entire. I would prefer to split it in 7, then I receive my commissions in 7 days, piece by piece, right? And then also here, it's subject to the same structure here. 50% is burnt and 50% is actually allocated to the ecosystem. I just want to make sure I put this in mind, like until whatever which we're talking about here, JBank protocol, they're not making money yet, all right, from the fees and all of these 25% fees. This is only tokens which are destroyed and tokens which are remaining in the contract for us to keep on earning, right? So now here they're explaining the commissions, withdrawing commissions, how it works, right? So let's say you have 10,000 JUP in commissions and 25% is burnt, so meaning you're going to remain with 7,050. In this 7,050, they divide it by 7, so meaning every day you're receiving 1,071.5 JUP daily. So this is going to be released to you gradually every single day until if you decide to wait 7 days, then you pull it all together, you can, or you can withdraw daily. That is also an option. Now, on the swapping, right? Remember, we are swapping our USDT to JUP. There's no fees when we're swapping. Now, when you want to sell your JUP tokens to exchange them for USDT, this is where we have a 5% fee, which is distributed as follow: 3.5% for the ecosystem development. This is where the JBank makes money, is here, because this is the money which the company is taking for them to keep on building and expand this ecosystem. And then 1.5% is for partners / team profit sharing. So, right, for those who rank up all the way up to V10 plus, remember there's some extra commissions which are there. So this is where that money comes from, right? So meaning JBank makes 3.5% only, all right? Only when you want to withdraw or you want to exchange your JUP to USDT. That's where they actually earn. All right, I think that is the end of this presentation. And I may try to go back into our back office. At least we can see what's happening in there. Okay, I think I had one here. I'm not sure where this is. All right. I think I did close that. All right, so let's go to JBANK.PRO. All right, okay. Questions here. What happened in the case whereby between you and the person who has stake with 50K, with 60K, there's one or two accounts that hasn't staked, does not the team volume get stuck somewhere? I'm not sure if I understand properly your question. So you said, what happened in the case whereby between you and the person who has staked 60K, right? There's one or two accounts that does not stake. No, it doesn't affect you in anything, because that's where we explain about, we spoke about this. I was explaining here about, let me just make it in full, then I'll draw here. I was explaining about this, your volume, the team volume cells, is not going to be getting stuck anyway, right? So let's say this is you, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? You are here, or you're on top, and all of these people are part of your team. And then some of them, they stake, some they bind themselves, they did not stake. This one stake 5, all right, you earn from that. This one stake 0, this one stake 5, and this one stake 0, 0, this one stake 5. All right, so what's going to happen is you're still going to earn from the entire team sales volume, because it's only counting the accounts which are active, who are staked already. That's where, if you look at this here, let's say you are here, it's you here, you have invited this person, and this person invite the next person, the next person, and the next person. Remember, you are earning 0 here, but because this one, the 10% was supposed to go to this person is not available. It looks and go to this one is not available. Then this one is going to receive that 10%, because the way this is, it looks like this one is a direct to this one, right? This one is a direct to that one. And you, since you have nothing here, the percentages are going to go to the one which is on top of you. That's how it's going to work. So there's no way things are getting stuck. There's no way anyone is going to be getting stuck. So it's only you who's not staking, who is not staked. You are losing commissions which you deserve to earn, because it's somebody from your team. but because you are not staked, you're losing that. Someone else is going to benefit from it. That's how it works. All right, so now we are in the back office. All right, so in this case, on my end, I'm going to use my Rabi wallet. This is what I'm using on my laptop. Sorry, I need to put in my password. All right, so you are on Rabi wallet. All right, you can use MetaMask wallet as well. I did make a video explaining how someone can use MetaMask, and if you can also use Rabi wallets. I prefer Rabi wallets because I love it. It's just me, but MetaMask is also easy to use. All right, so this is the back office. You find yourself here. If we need to do some training here and explaining how this works. Okay, what is this one? Okay, disconnect and then connect. All right. Okay, so this is the back office. You can find announcement here. This is where you get the information. Staking, you find your staking there, and then staking profits, you can get it right here. Okay, let me go back here on staking. So staking, right on the staking, you find yourself on the top here. You have 4 hours, 45 minutes. This shows you when is the next rebase happening. So when is the next payment happening, right? Which is happening in 4 hours, which is going to be around 2 a.m. for our end. And here it says total volume locked. We have about, since we started, this was about 9 point something million, if I'm not mistaken. It went to 10. Now we are about $11 million worth of JUP tokens, which is locked in the smart contract. All right, this is crazy money. All right, so and there you see your staking, and then you see your staking profits, and you can claim them here if you want to. If you press claim, it will send you on the staking profits. Then you have options to choose 20 days or 180 days. You approve, and that's it. Your funds are out. Okay, and if we come right here on commissions, here, this is where you're going to see how much you're earning in commissions. You can withdraw them in 7 days, depending on what you like to do. But if I go right at the bottom here, right, here it shows you also your direct earnings, unilevel earnings, same rank earnings, and here it shows you the principal of 4x, all right, the total amount which you have staked, okay, and how much you actually pulled out. It's also explaining to you right there. And if you are to earn more, you can destroy or burn more JUP tokens for you to keep on earning more from your commissions. All right, this is how this is done. All right, I'm just trying to look for something here. No, it's still in commissions. All right, in commissions, let me go down here. All right, if you go down, as you can see here, yesterday we did try to make a withdrawal. All right, if I check here, you can see that right now, from yesterday until today, I have about this balance, which is here for me to withdraw. If I want to withdraw it now, I can. All I need is just to press withdraw, and then it will call your MetaMask or your wallet address, which you have, and then you just need to sign the transaction. You confirm that successful. All right, as you can see, this is how you make your withdrawal. All right, you can see this pending withdrawal balance is gone. All right, it's out of your account, and it's going to accumulate more. Then you can come the next day, you do the same, and so on and so forth. That's how you do it. So if you go to commission data, you're going to see that this is what I'm expecting. I have 5 days, 19 hours remaining. All right, I can just leave that to accumulate, then I'll come and just press withdraw all at once if I want to. But then this is how it works. That's how the withdrawal works. So if I go check to my wallet, I'm not sure if I did add I did not add JUPs on this wallet, but I will show you a screenshot after my presentation. I will take it from my phone, then I can share it with you also that you can see how that works. All right, how can I compound using the balance of my profits and commissions? All right, you don't need to do anything, leader. It's auto compounding, right? It's auto compounding itself, right? Everything is auto compounding, right? That's what they are saying, and that's what is happening, right? And then I did ask how can someone, if you have a bigger balance of JUP, which you stake yourself, then you can see easily how the earnings are actually piling themselves up. All right, that's how it works. I'll go back to here, company here. Just want to show you something here. Right, this is where they were explaining about the auto compounding future here. Right, so they said compounding yield effect estimated monthly earning is 30%, and then in 6 months time you're looking at 4x, and you're looking at an annual of 25x. An example here, let's say your initial stake is 1000 JUP. On the first block you receive 100, you receive 1003, so meaning you have made 0.03, right? On the next cycle, right, as you can see here, it's going to increase. Your profit are going to be more because it's going to check how much you have in your commissions and how much you have made from your staking. Then it auto compounds, then you earn more. That's how this is happening. You don't need to do anything, right? Everything happen on its own automatically. That is how the contract works. All right. How, okay, that's the question there. And then the next one is here is community. So community here, you see which rank are you? As you can see, I'm still V1. I'm almost V2. All right. Probably, I don't know, by tomorrow or after tomorrow, I don't know, depending on how we're building our team, then it can become a V2. All right. And the team is growing every single day. And we have some of the leaders who stake themselves, some not. But we believe that we're going to get there. As you can see, I can see the person who's under myself, right? They're also rank V1, all right? And I'm also V1. So, and then here you can see I also have, this is my second leg, which I'm building. I'm already at 72 JUP, which I'm building on my second leg here. And this one I was creating just to show how to build MetaMask. I will not build this third leg. I'm only going to build two, right? The first one, which is the one which I have, and I'm building my second leg. That's how you're going to see it. There's no any other information which you're going to see. Probably someone may ask you a question, no, how can I see my downlines and downlines? I won't see anything. All I see is the team sales volume increasing. And also I can see how many people are in the entire community. You will see it right here. All right. But I can only see my directs, but their directs and under, you won't see all those informations there. All right. And here you can't see their name. We only see the addresses. So maybe you may find yourself, they give you a link for somebody, a link for someone to register. You don't even have to know who that person is. What you need to do, just build. That's it. All right. Invite. This is where you find, you'll see your sponsors link over there, and then you have your own referral link which you can copy and share with your friends, your frenemy, so that they're able to actually earn. All right, on the swapping here, you can swap your JUP for USDT. As you can see, I did make a withdrawal. As you can see, I have a balance of 0.116 JUP. So if I do max, right, this gives me about $1.5, right? If I want to swap that, I can swap. Remember, I'll be hit with 5% when I'm doing this transaction. I don't want to withdraw right now. I'm not interested into withdrawing at the moment. all right? Or you can exchange your USDT for JUP just right here in the back office, right? Simple as that. And the next one here is Jew.com. This is a linked video with the Sammy Lee, who is the CEO of the Jew.com exchange here. This is the message. I think I will recommend everyone to go onto your back office, try and listen to this video and hear what she has to say about JBank. And we're so glad that we are part of another Zoom, which we've been invited on, where we could hear her talking about the ecosystem, what they are planning for the future, and so on and so forth. It was just mind-blowing. All right, and here you can find the documents, all right, presentations and all of that. You'll find it here, which you can download. And yeah, and the J card, this is where you can apply for the the business card, right? But if you stake 300 JUP on a 365 days contract, all right, eligible for one Get Visa card only. So one account, you are allowed to have only one card, right? Then you come here, you press apply. If you press apply, to send you on to this page where you need to fill in these informations. The information you're going to fill in is your minimum stake. You must show a screenshot of your 300 JUP, which you have staked. All right. And they say limited to only 200 Get Visa card, first come, first serve. So meaning right now, these bank cards are going to be given to 200 people for now, right? That is the only limit which they have. And this started already on the 25th of February. And then until they get these 200 cards finalized, then they may decide to give more later on. And one JBank account address is eligible for one card only. So you can come right here, fill up all these informations, which country you from, all right? And for us, it's South Africa. You can put South Africa, you confirm that you did stake, all right? You approve that you did stake, and then you put in your address, all right? Because they can be able to check, all right, via your address, all right, which is linked to your account. They can be able to check and double check and make sure that it's correct. And then you send your screenshots here, and also you choose how you want this to be done. Are you going to be collecting the yourself, or you can be delivered? You put it, your receiver name, your address where they need to ship the cards, and so on and so forth. Postal code, your cell phone number, and then you submit. Once you submit, then that is going to be organized for you to receive it. All right. I think the last one is the bridge. All right. When the bridge is, let's say you send yourself USDT on your Web3 wallet, and the USDT you send yourself, they are on Binance Smart Chain, BP20. All right. You can come into the JBank here, and then you go to on your Web3 wallet, then you come right here, you are able to change your USDT, which is on Binance Smart Chain. You can bridge it, or you to change it to Ju Chain. That is possible, but remember, you need to have BNB for transaction fees on your Web3 wallet, and you also need to have JU tokens for transaction fees. Then you can be able to bridge from Binance Smart Chain to Ju Chain. All you need to do is just connect yourself to the wallet, and you are able to do that. I think that's it for this presentation. Thank you so much, leaders. The docs is the same documents, right, for what we need and so on and so forth, right? So that's JBank for you guys, for you all. And thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate every single one of you, your time, right, for being here, listening to this presentation, leaders. Truly appreciate. Okay, stop sharing and I'll stop recording.